11 of the NFL.
And coming up next is the Jets' superstar running back. He's the NFL's ultimate red zone back and your leader in rushing touchdowns. It's the Jets and the Dolphins. And it's
EA Sports
next.
coverage of the National Football League is on the air. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Go ahead.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Throwing to start here is Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. In motion goes the tight end. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The numbers for Hill a week ago. 4 catches, 53 yards.
And you know what he did all week in preparation for this one? Hydrated.
Salivated.
Yes, stretched, dreamed, going against the last team in the league against the pass.
Yeah.
He expects to catch every one thrown today.
You're right. They have struggled 32 of 32 in that category. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Looking to pass. Tua. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's caught by Mike Evans. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
To the 43, second down. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Rhodes. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. But now he appears to be in some pain from the 48-yard line. Here's the 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Baker over the middle and complete to Wilson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Baker from the gun on 3rd down. It's caught. Baldwin. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Operating from the gun. Baker over the middle, complete. It's Evans. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So this game, Charles, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Rhodes. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. A gain of 3, 2nd down. You talk about this Jets defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking out the #1 overall offense in the league.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Tua sets up to pass it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A yard all they need, but it's third down. They'll run for it with Achane. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Slot man moves right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Here's a 2nd and 5. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
44, ready.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for another Miami Dolphins.
Out the time.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Achane on the counter. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Jets offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he continues to show off his ability to run the football when the opportunity is right. He is the NFL leader in rushing yards from the QB position. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. To throw is Baker. Throwing to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Off play action. Baker. And this is caught by Evans.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Baker. Throw left side complete. That's Rhodes. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Up the middle they go. It's Rhodes. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now Baker. From the gun, he'll throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Dolphins offense returning to the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now Tua on the bootleg here. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. That's complete to Slayton. And the offense moving quickly to the line. 2nd and 4. He gets it to Baldwin. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Looking to throw. Baker. Pass incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. This is complete. It's Baldwin. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll look to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big pickup there on the run. 65 yards on the ground.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top as we send you up to Orlando. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Past midfield, look out. And he's out of bounds, but not before getting across the 50 to the 45. The Jets offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's building his case for MVP consideration with each passing week. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes as we move into the back half of the season. 50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries from the 32 now. Here's first and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Rhodes. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. Operating from the gun. Baker. Catch made by Slayton. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
It's a gain of 6. First down, New York.
On first down, Rhodes. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. Second and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up third and 5 now. Operating from the gun. Baker. He finds his man. Complete. It's Baldwin. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, New York.
Operating from the gun. Baker. Got a man, and it's Baldwin again. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7 at the 7-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Now they send a running back in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down. They'll go with the keeper. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. First and 10 at the 18. And they'll go on the ground. Room here to run. And he will finally be taken down. But what a call there. The reverse pays off with big-time yardage. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. Hill going to go in motion right. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Baker. He finds his man, complete. It's Rhodes. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They'll run on 1st down. It's Rhodes. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Baker. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Looking to throw. Baker. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown, Brown. And the Jets have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. In motion, Hill. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Back now in Miami. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Finding space at the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. Back to throw. Baker. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Well, these 2 teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier in the season with the Jets winning that ball game. So they're looking for the season sweep with a win here in Miami. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Dolphins will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
Brings up second and 3 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua. Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Tua going to throw. Wright's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's good for a Miami Dolphins.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. They set up the screen. Achane has it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jets add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 50 yards. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 32-yard line. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Dawson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4. Looking to throw. Baker. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline.
Potential grounding.
And yep, indeed, the flag is out. Now, we saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught. Baldwin. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 18. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Tua sets up to pass it. Complete to Wright. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to pass. Tua. There's a short one caught by Johnson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 4th down. No sign of Tua departing. 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, get set.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
1st down. 1st and 10.
Hill going to go in motion right. Play action, now it's Tua. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 15. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
It's just been all-out pressure on this drive. They've already sacked him a couple of times, and now here, he's just forced to chuck this one away.
In motion, Hill. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
Ready.
Throwing Tua. That one tipped and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. And 2nd down. Now Tua. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started. 3rd down and goal coming up here.
All right, come on.
Tua. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Now 2nd and 5. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete to Slayton. And he will have a Jets first down, and that should just about do it.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Baker. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead is up to 14. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So Tua and the Dolphins down by 2 touchdowns. A little over 40 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. And that one too wide and incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets will take over possession here up at the 44. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get them home free. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Giants, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Miami, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves